Yeah, did LASIK surgery to correct the eyes. Yeah. I would love to do it for reading. Just, oh, so you do. Yeah, you're one of those.
You're one of those. Do you have laser vision then?
One day, while hiding in the kitchen, Charlotte Brooks overheard a life changing secret.
Yeah, the
At the
front
age of
row is just
17,
getting blasted
she'd been
out.
separated from her family and taken
So
to
we can
William
take that
Nealon's
down, but
Texas
it's really
plantation.
good. It's real good.
There, she was made to do
Perfect.
housework at the
Yeah, that's
violent
perfect.
whims of her enslavers.
I love it. Thank you,
On that
darling.
fateful day,
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah. Buy one eye, get one free. Kevin, Kevin and Melissa McCarthy. Kevin, I can't remember his last name. Kevin James. They're both very funny. Which one was Melissa McCarthy in? When she was with really? Well, we can look it up. IMDb. Hi. How you doing, love?
Oh, good to see you.
So good to see you.
Let's see if we can hear. Oh, she heard me, but I want to make sure YouTube hears me as well.
All right, take your time, sweetheart. We're going to do a meeting. You take your time, all right? Okay,
Yeah.
take your time. Let's do our meeting.
So, you bring up the page first, Reverend Robin. Bring up the page first, and then hit share the page. Yeah. Okay. We'll come back. We'll come back. Come on. Let's go. Hey, Brenda. Hi, Love is Love t-shirt. Hi, Lynn. Come on up for prayer. Aaron, come on in for prayer because sound needs prayer. Always meet and need prayer. Let's gather around the circle. Are you able to stand or do we come to you? All right, let's pray in. Let's pray in. Pretend that's in the circle. Pretend we're in the circle. I think we're going to be around the circle. It'll be a lopsided circle. All good.
It's an egg.
All good. It's an egg circle.
Just needs to be fertilized by your
It's
prayer.
an egg. Exactly. Exactly. Brother Jamie, give us a prayer, man. Oh, come on in, Casey. We love you too. We love the ushers. You are the first line of, I would say defense, but that's not our teachings. There you go.
Mother, Father, God, Spirit,
Mhm.
that's right. Right where
Mhm.
we bless this hallowed ground. Bless all precious gift.
Mm.
No possess
Yes. So it is. Amen. This is one of my favorite services because the third week of June always brings in alignment Juneteenth and Pride. It's a very special celebration tonight, and most people don't recognize it. Most people are like don't understand Juneteenth is probably as important as our Pride Month to bring in the energy of inclusivity. Part of this work that we get to talk about tonight, I'm talking about is where in our own life are we still marginalized? Where in our own life do we still marginalize other people? Even though we're a New Thought community, sometimes we got to re-look at our energy. And sometimes we do it because it's been ingrained within us. That's not a criticism or a judgment. As my mama would say, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. And that's where we are. We still have work to do. So this is why I love this week. So happy Juneteenth, which is in 2 days, and happy Pride. All right.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so tonight, 5Ds of Healing the World, sorry, you're hearing Robert. So we're going to have the opening chat with Jami in the name of love, and then he'll go right into sanctuary. Then Reverend Skip is going to welcome everybody. Then going to grab a mic and go around asking for who's grateful for what. Then we have the video, right?
Yep. I'm going to say this is one of my favorite videos explaining why we celebrate Juneteenth.
Okay, and then we'll go straight to the video.
Yeah, that's a TED Talk, yeah. You're right on time. Thanks, Aaron.
No, Gail. This is last to do her spiritual reading and then Jami is going to surprise us. Then Reverend Skip is going to do 5Ds of healing the world. Then we'll do the ask.
Yeah, the ask.
And then one part Jami and Reverend Skip. Well,
Yeah.
the announcements then from Gail. Blessed always with Jami, Reverend Skip says,
Yeah.
God bless you.
See ya.
Food on the table.
See ya.
And then
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. God bless. God is here. Remember that too. So thank you. Okay. And we'll stay. I believe this is going to be the thing that shifts everything, that we don't have to worry about Zoom anymore. Turn me up, and then turn the mic off here so she's not getting double sound. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Reverend Robin? Thumbs up if it's coming through Zoom or through YouTube sharing. Can you hear me? No. Can you broadcast to YouTube?
we are.
See why she's coming up black. Her screen's coming up black.
Let's talk to her. I don't know.
Yeah, your screen is coming up black.
Yeah, why aren't, we are broadcasting to YouTube, so you should see the sanctuary.
Okay, so Reverend Robin, we're not going to do that tonight. Let's go back to the old way until we can get this perfected, that we'll do a test run. Oh, I know it is. I know. But that black screen does not make me feel comfortable. We'll get it. Thank you, Reverend Robin. I love you so much. Thank you, everybody online. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, thank you.
Are you ready to sing?
Yes.
Come on, y'all. In the name of love, with a heart of grace, overflow in us, decorate this place. As it is below, so it is above. May we always stand in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one. In the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one. In the name of love, in the name of love, and then we always be singing out the best until we all are free. Living in the world that we've been dreaming of, where we stand as one in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one in the name of love. Oh, in the name of love, in the name of love, in the name of love, in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love. Everybody say, in the name of love, in the name of love. And I hear say, in the name of love, in the name of love, in the name of love, oh, in the name of love.
Yes. I love that song. Hey, Corey Diamond. Welcome, everybody.
Oh Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me the sanctuary. Come on. Pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you, a sanctuary for you, a sanctuary for you.
Let's just hold that space. I'm so grateful to be here in this sanctuary, the sanctuary of love. I'm so grateful that we get to drop into a circle that represents this continuous movement of the flow of God, this sanctuary of love that we're calling forth to be prepared. We're asking Spirit to guide us, to move through us, and to reveal to us what is standing in the way of our connection. So in this preparation, we turn it all over to God. We turn the service over to God. We allow Spirit to have its way. A sanctuary. Ooh. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our Wednesday healing meditation renewal service, and I'm so grateful. I'm Rev Skip, if you don't know me. All my circle friends know me here. If you're at home and you're watching this for the very first time, you're welcome to the North Hollywood Church of Religious Science, also known as the North Hollywood Oneness Center for Spiritual Living. And this is our Wednesday, I would say, hump day service. Sometimes you need to like plug back in the middle of the week. I don't know about you. Does anybody else feel like you need to plug in? And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that we get to do it here. And I had a vision of this service really growing to capacity. And I'm holding that vision. I'm holding it in this space. And yeah, it's a beautiful place to be here. So thank you. I am absolutely grateful. I'm so much grateful and so much gratitude and expansion that's happening within me. Today, I resigned from my fitness Equinox job. I know. Yeah, clap that up. Clap that up. And, you know, first thing, when you make a big decision like that, you call your spiritual posse. And someone that's on speed dial, that is my spiritual posse, is his wife, Reverend Susie Lula. And she was the first person I really had a chance to talk to. And I was like, I did it. She said, what'd you do? I said, I resigned from Equinox. And she said, mm-hmm. And then I said, but I'm happy. She says, I feel expansion going on. And she was more excited than I was. And you know how your wife gets. She was so excited. And when she was bouncing. I felt her bouncing. And why is that exciting? Because when something has been in your path and it no longer serves your vision, we must be willing to release it, to let go of it, so you can create something new. Yes? I believe that we always get these signs, and the biggest sign that I was getting, and I love Equinox. I know some of us go to Equinox, and so I love Equinox. I spent 20 years of my life teaching for Equinox. That's a long time. 27 years. And you've been going to Equinox as well. But I realized there was a message that was happening within me. And I was going, and I was the last, I would say, month or so, I would prepare for my class. And it wasn't like, yay, I'm going to teach a class. It was like, oh, I got to go teach a class. And when there wasn't any enthusiasm means in spirit, if there was no passion, that was an indication that it was time for me to leave so God can create something else. And it's not that I'm relieving sacred movement. That's always a part of my life. But I'm giving it a break as I'm going through the surgery and the healing time. And then when I come back, create something that God wants me to do. And I'm so grateful for that. So, yay. Yay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is our time where we get to celebrate gratitude. What are you grateful for? And if you're online, Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, we're going to get you too. So if you're grateful, I hope everyone's grateful, please share your gratitude and I'll come back with the mic. Who is grateful in this side? Oh, Marla's grateful. Tell us your name so people online can
I'm Mara, and I'm grateful for being grateful.
Yes.
And I get to go to Florida on Saturday for my best friend's wedding.
Ooh.
And I'm coming back Monday because it's my birthday.
Yes.
So I'm coming back to celebrate. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything.
I love it. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm grateful that you're not going to stay in Florida a long period of time. Not because there's anything wrong with Florida, but I used to live there. And the weather at this time right now, get ready, girl. You have your hat. You have all that stuff. Okay, good. Mara and we're celebrating birthdays. Her birthday is the 22nd, and mine's the 23rd. So next week, you got to be here, not only for the sound bowls that I'm doing for my birthday to celebrate next week, be here because we're going to be having cake and a celebration. Y'all will eat the cake. I'm not eating cake, but I'll be there in the celebration. Who else is grateful in the house? Oh,
Made a sugar-free.
sugar-free, yes. Sugar-free, gluten-free cake, I'm in.
Special cake. It's a chocolate cake, and there's nothing bad.
Okay. Hi.
I definitely want some of that. So hi, I'm Susan, and I'm grateful to be here and with this wonderful community. I'm grateful that we're almost done with our music video.
Yes.
I'm grateful that we got the most amazing group shot, and Dove was able to animate it so everyone's singing the same thing. It's like it's going to blow you away. It's pretty special. And I'm grateful that Dove's friend Dave,
Hey,
who
Dave.
is a wonderful, beautiful spirit. He's a world traveler. He is a very spiritual, deep, conscious person. He's a musician and a writer and a singer. He's everything. And I'm just grateful. I drove by and I went, "You need to come." And I said, "That's it. I won't take no for an answer. You need to come with me now." And he did. And I'm grateful he was able to be spontaneous.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much for being here. You're welcome into this space. Who else is grateful in the house? Anybody? Yes. Bob, what are you grateful for?
Well, since this coming Sunday is Father's Day,
Yes.
I've been thinking about my own dad and how he had a really shitty childhood. He was abandoned by his father, grew up in an orphanage, and he transcended all that. And he really broke a lot of patterns, so I'm very grateful for him.
Yes. Thank
Been
you.
gone 36 years.
Yes, okay. Yeah, we are celebrating our fathers, and trust me, fatherhood, my mother was my father as well, so we go beyond gender. Who else is grateful in the circle? Hi, Ann. Annie.
I'm Ann. I'm grateful for the fact that this last weekend, I was able to see all 3 of my children, 4 of my grandchildren, and 6 of my great-grandchildren.
Oh, my goodness.
Because my granddaughter got married, and we had a big reception up in Atascadero. And so I don't get to see them that often because everybody moves different places. But once a year, it seems like we always get together, and this was a very special time. So I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, that's amazing. Family is very, very important. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Anybody online, Lynn, tonight? Not yet? Well, we have Maya.
I'm grateful my son and Zeke are coming for a visit. They live in Miami. And they're coming over the weekend, and I'm really grateful to see them. And
That's
hope
powerful.
we can have a wonderful time.
My goodness. Yay. That is powerful. Brother Jami, what are you grateful for tonight?
I'm grateful that I was dysregulated this morning. I got a letter from my sister, like a 5-page letter, handwritten letter. And it's been troubling me since I received it this weekend. I'm grateful that she's found a voice because she hasn't allowed herself to. She's kind of walks around apologizing for her life most of the time. And I agree with a lot of what she says, because I don't have a relationship with her son, which the letter was primarily about. But there were some comments that she made in it that felt hurtful, and I've been praying a lot and just going, good on her for finding her voice, number one. I don't have to buy into it, because sometimes when that comes up, it's like I just go into the spiral. I'm worthless. I'm not a good brother. I'm not a good uncle. I'm not a good father. Not a good husband. I suck. You know, and while there was I was kind of like rimming the bowl, but didn't go down. And sorry. And, you know, it's one of those things of like, it's like I can be grateful for the challenges as much as the joy.
Yeah.
You know, because there's something to learn from it, something to grow from it. And I'm grateful for my groups this week. They were pretty fabulous. And they all looked at me and said, boy, like we really appreciate your groups, but God, we're just so wiped out when we get done, because we just go deep, you know. I'm like, yeah, that's why you're here. So I'm grateful.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jami. Thank you. You know, I had a conversation, and I was, you know, well, I'm just going to say it. How do you know something's no longer triggering you? When you become grateful for it.
Yeah.
And when you're grateful for that trigger, that is when you know, oh, I'm releasing this thing. I'm releasing this person, place, or thing that's been triggering me. I'm also very, very grateful because you know what Friday is, right? Juneteenth. And we're celebrating Juneteenth. Yeah, clap it up. So very interesting, because Juneteenth really became kind of in our ethers, in our thinking, I would say maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and we started really celebrating. Now it's a national holiday. Juneteenth has been something in my family since the day I can remember. We always celebrated June 19th. The reason why I always remember was Juneteenth, because it's like a few days before my birthday, so we had a celebration Juneteenth, and we celebrated my birthday. And part of Juneteenth is celebrating and remembering, because really, if you think about it, we still have a lot of work to do. I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight. But it's where we celebrate where all the enslaved ancestors received the notice that they were free. I didn't say they were freed, because then you have the whole thing of Jim Crow, the whole thing of the sharecropper. I can go deep into that old, you know, the story, but the reason why we remember Juneteenth, because it is a day of freedom. It is a day of freedom. So we have a video for you, and this is one of my very favorite, I think I showed this last year, one of my very, very favorite videos about Juneteenth. Let's dim the lights and let's kick that video off. It's a good one.
One day, while hiding in the kitchen, Charlotte Brooks overheard a life-changing secret. At the age of 17, she'd been separated from her family and taken to William Nealon's Texas plantation. There, she was made to do housework at the violent whims of her enslavers. On that fateful day, she learned that slavery had recently been abolished, but Nealon conspired to keep this a secret from those he enslaved. Hearing this, Brooks stepped out of her hiding spot, proclaimed her freedom, spread the news throughout the plantation, and ran. That night, she returned for her daughter, Tempe, and before Nealon's spiteful bullets could find them, they were gone for good. For more than 2 centuries, slavery defined what would become the United States, from its past as the 13 British colonies to its growth as an independent country. Slavery fueled its cotton industry and made it a leading economic power. 10 of the first 12 presidents enslaved people. And when U.S. chattel slavery finally ended, it was a long and uneven process. Enslaved people resisted from the beginning by escaping, breaking tools, staging rebellions, and more. During the American Revolution, Vermont and Massachusetts abolished slavery, while several states took steps towards gradual abolition. In 1808, federal law banned the import of enslaved African people, but it allowed the slave trade to continue domestically. Approximately 4 million people were enslaved in the U.S. when Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. Lincoln opposed slavery, and though he had no plans to outlaw it, his election caused panic in southern states, which began withdrawing from the Union. They vowed to uphold slavery and formed the Confederacy, triggering the start of the American Civil War. A year into the conflict, Lincoln abolished slavery in Washington, D.C., legally freeing more than 3,000 people. And 5 months later, he announced the Emancipation Proclamation. It promised freedom to the 3.5 million people enslaved in Confederate states. But it would only be fulfilled if the rebelling states didn't rejoin the Union by January 1st, 1863. And it bore no mention of the roughly 500,000 people in bondage in the border states of Delaware, Maryland, Kentucky, and Missouri that hadn't seceded. When the Confederacy refused to surrender, Union soldiers began announcing emancipation. But many southern areas remained under Confederate control, making it impossible to actually implement abolition throughout the South. The war raged on for 2 more years, and on January 31st, 1865, Congress passed the 13th Amendment. It promised to end slavery throughout the U.S., except as punishment for a crime. But to go into effect, 27 states would have to ratify it first. Meanwhile, the Civil War virtually ended with the surrender of Confederate General Robert E. Lee on April 9, 1865. But although slavery was technically illegal in all southern states, it still persisted in the last bastions of the Confederacy. There, enslavers like Kneeling continued to evade abolition until forced. This was also the case when Union General Gordon Granger marched his troops into Galveston, Texas on June 19th and announced that all enslaved people there were officially free and had been for more than 2 years. Still, at this point, people remained legally enslaved in the border states. It wasn't until more than 5 months later, on December 6, 1865, that the 13th Amendment was finally ratified. This formally ended chattel slavery in the U.S. Because official emancipation was a staggered process, people in different places commemorated it on different dates. Those in Galveston, Texas, began celebrating Juneteenth, a combination of June and 19th, on the very first anniversary of General Granger's announcement. Over time, smaller Juneteenth gatherings gave way to large parades, and the tradition eventually became the most widespread of emancipation celebrations. But while chattel slavery had officially ended, racial inequality, oppression, and terror had not. Celebrating emancipation was itself an act of continued resistance, and it wasn't until 2021 that Juneteenth became a federal holiday. Today, Juneteenth holds profound significance as a celebration of the demise of slavery, the righteous pursuit of true freedom for all, and a continued pledge to remember the past and dream the future. People resisted slavery in the U.S. as long as it persisted, uncovered the story of those who escaped slavery, and created a secret society in the Great Dismal Swamp with this video. Or learn about the incredible courage of Harriet Tubman with this video.
Great videos. If you go to TED Ed, there are great videos about our history. This is just not the history of Black folks, y'all. This is our history. And we must look at our history and say, yeah, we did that, but we learned from that as well. One thing I love about our German brothers and sisters, they do not want to hide the Holocaust. Actually, they have statues to talk about it. They don't want to forget, so they don't repeat it. And I believe this is the very important thing. So happy Juneteenth on Friday, and go USA men's soccer team. So we have a lot celebrated. They are playing Australia, so I think they're gonna, okay, you got me digressing. Anyway, hey, Gail, how are you? Gail,
I'm so well, thank you.
our board president, y'all, give her some love because she works hard, because we work side by side. And she's also a licensed spiritual practitioner that's going to give us our spiritual reading and invocation for this evening. Gail?
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Here's our spirit. I don't know if I need my glasses or not. Let me see if it's better. Oh my God, so much better. Okay. This is our spiritual reading for tonight. Our spiritual reading comes from our book of the month, Your Deepest Intent by Reverend Deborah L. Johnson. What is read has been channeled through Reverend Deborah as God freely communicates to inspire her and all of us. Listen as God speaks directly to you. The governmental Trinity. Thinking new thoughts must be coupled with cleansing the heart. Yes, my dear Reverend daughter Deborah, this is indeed the message that you have been waiting for. Upon discovering last night that you would receive a message this morning, your first reaction was, whoosh, right on time. In your metaphysical circles, you say that I am on time, in time, so often that it has become a cliche. However, it is quite a profound statement if you understand what it is you are saying. Yes, I am on time, and that possibility could only happen in the context of in time. You must be bound to the paradigm of time in the first place in order to perceive me as being there on time, or perhaps late, if I would show up at all. According to your perceptions, I, Mother, Father, God, creator of all things, am unconcerned about your paradigms. However, I am concerned about your perceptions, which is why I often speak to you in paradigms. I am only concerned about your paradigms to the extent that they shape your perceptions. Too many of you either try to change your paradigms without changing your paradigms, without changing your perceptions, or try to change your perceptions without changing your paradigms, and neither will, in fact, work. Mm-hmm. This is the problem that many of you suffer as you go along your spiritual journey. You want to gather new information, you want to study more, you want to learn more, you want to analyze, evaluate, process, talk about, etc. You rearrange the connectors in your brain, in your head, but you don't rearrange them in your hearts. You are attempting to think new thoughts without cleansing and purging the storage bins of your hearts. Please join me in prayer. Just take a few breaths in and out, knowing that God is all there is. God is everywhere present. God is all-knowing. God is all-powerful. God is here right now. I absolutely know that God is I am an emanation of the divine. I have all the qualities of the divine. I am loving, I am kind. And I know this for myself, and I know this for all beings everywhere. We all have all of the attributes of God. We are loving and kind, and we go out in the world absolutely being representatives of the divine. And I speak my word for this evening, absolutely knowing that we are guided by God. The entire service is blessed. I absolutely know that our beautiful Reverend Skip channels God's words with love and kindness and truth. I absolutely know that our beautiful Jami, his talent is God-given, and we get to just experience the love and joy of singing along. I absolutely know that all of our volunteers and our staff are a blessing to this community. And I absolutely know that everybody listening to the service right now are a blessing, because we are the community. And we are a loving community, which I am so grateful to know. With a loving, grateful heart, I release my word into the law of mind. And so it is, and together we say, Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Naked, Lord. naked, you can't see me. Naked, Lord, I'm naked, you can't see me. 'Cause I've been hiding behind my garbage, hiding behind my garbage. Naked, I'm naked, you can't see me. Frozen, I've been frozen in my history. Frozen, I've been frozen in my history. But I've been thorn in your love life. Thorn in your love life. Frozen, I've been frozen in my history. Dying, I've been dying to what I've been, what I've been. Dying, I've been dying to what I've been. But I've been rising like Jesus showed me. Rising like Jesus showed me. Dying, I've been dying to what I've been. Naked, Lord, I'm naked. Will you use me? Naked, I'm naked. Will you use me? 'Cause I've been hiding and I've been frozen. Dying, but I've been rising. No, naked, Lord, I'm naked. Will you use me, use me, Lord? Naked, Lord, I stand before thee.
Wow. Wow. Jami Lula. Oh my goodness. Wow. That reminds me of how many Bible verses we've heard people and prophets and those who have stood in front of God naked, falling prostrate onto the floor and saying, just use me. And when we say, listen, here I am, Here's all the drag. It's leaving to the side, and will you still be able to use me? And what I love about this night, y'all, we get to celebrate, especially within me. I am a human cross-sectional coming together of pride and freedom. Listen, my t-shirt says it all. We're breaking every chain. We're celebrating the freedom to really be who I'm called to be. That's why this week is so important, where we get to celebrate the pride of authentically living who you are. See, a lot of us have not had that freedom to be fully out and beautiful the way you are. I said this in the office today. It was very interesting because I realized my shoes, these are my pride shoes here. You like them? These are my pride shoes. And I wear them once a year. I've had these pride shoes for about 6 years. I wear them once a year, and then they go back into the closet. Some people got that. But it really is true. I bring them out one time of the year, and then boom, they're back in the closet. Anyway, but there's no putting me into the closet. And I remember how important it was for me to celebrate all aspects of who I am. When I was in Florida, that was very challenging. I had congregants come and tell me, well, you're especially during Black History Month, well, you're really talking a lot about Black history. And my reply would be, well, I'm Black, and it's history, and it's your history. So I speak from transparency, all the things that I've gone through to bring me to who I am, to freely say I'm a Black queer minister on a pulpit, to be able to speak my truth. See, I truly believe this. If I'm not free to speak authentic from my voice, then you're not going to hear me. You're not going to hear what I'm here to give you, what I've been called to give you. So why do we celebrate Juneteenth? These are my little notes that I put down here. Reason why I celebrate Juneteenth is because we are absolutely marking June 19th, 1965, that went through the last enslaved ancestor got the information that they were free. Now, they weren't all freed at that time. In fact, there were different things they called the sharecropping came out of enslaved ancestors, where the master of the house would give you a certain bit of land, and they say, we'll give you this amount, but you have to work it off. So you would share the crop, and somehow they never seemed to work it off. So they stayed enslaved. Also, after June 19th, the slave catchers became policemen. So they would find African-American people, those who were enslaved, to put them back in slavery, put them in jail. So they would build the railroads. They would build different things. The White House was built by enslaved people and carried on. So freedom took a while, and it's still taking a while. You can see where we still have a lot of work to do. But it's also, I'm honoring my ancestors, the resilience of the ancestors that made it through not just enslavement, but how about the Middle Passage? How about being taken from their land, brought over to a strange land, and saying, we want you to work. It wasn't even, we need you to work, we want you to work. So I'm honoring my ancestors and their resilience and their spiritual wisdom. I know for a fact the way I speak and the way I teach is because of my ancestors. My grandfather was a minister. My brother's a minister. In fact, all the men in my family are either ministers or morticians, and some are both. My brother's a mortician, he's also a minister. But I am grateful for my ancestral roots. I am so grateful. We celebrate pride so we have the freedom to live out loud authentically. And yes, right now there is this movement to whitewash and to put people back into the closet, but I'm here to tell you it ain't going to happen. You can't put this back in the closet. In fact, when I came out, I burnt the closet. So there is no closet for me to go back in. But we want to honor our LGBTQIA plus ancestors that are no longer with us but paved the way. if you hear the story, if you don't know the story, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, my friend Christine Pena, Reverend Christine, is going to give you a little bit of history on Stonewall, and I'm going to actually give the talk. We're doing something very, very important here, which I am so grateful. We're starting our LGBTQA plus ministry, and we're calling the Love Plus Ministry. And Reverend Christine is leading the way. And the reason why we're doing this, because we're still feeling marginalized, put into the closet. And I always say this, not until everyone's free will we all be free. So we have to be able to create a space where all of us can come and fully understand that there is nothing wrong with us, y'all. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with whoever comes to this door. We are not a throwback in the bunch. We are the God emanation. We are the divine presence. We are the divine source itself that says, show up uniquely, yes? And that's why we're here. That's why we celebrate women's history. That's not the only thing we celebrate. It's not just Black history and gay history. We celebrate women's history, our Hispanic Heritage Month. We celebrate that here on a Wednesday night. We're doing it all. The Asians, we just got y'all in the bunch. It was all, but look at Doreen. She's raised her hand in the back because, part of the Island Pacific family, they're all here. We're here to celebrate. We are the dichotomy of where we should be living. We are the example. We are the example. You have that shirt on tonight, says love wins. I truly believe that love wins. Someone else has a shirt on that says love is love is love. Did I see who's wearing that shirt tonight? Love is love. There it is. Love is love is love. Period. Oh, it's one in the back there. Love is love, period. Because we have to stop seeing shades of color, shades of brown. We have to stop seeing sexuality. I'm not telling you not to embrace it and fully celebrate it, but it shouldn't matter. Yes? It should matter. When we start to tap into the space of love, it doesn't matter. How are we going to heal this planet, y'all? We're going to go past what our line eyes is seeing and drop into what our eternal hearing and ears and eyes are seeing. That's where we need to tap into. I want to give you a couple of quotes here, which is very, very important. These quotes are from people that I absolutely love and I read on a constant basis about healing this planet. Number one, Ernest Holmes says this. And we're talking about healing the planet with the 5 Ds. We'll talk about the 5 Ds in a moment. But the 5 Ds are something that I use for my own healing and my own transformation, that I believe it is so important that we look at this of how we can heal this planet. This is what Ernest Holmes says this. I love this quote. Healing consciousness is a consciousness that recognizes the spiritual perfection of the universe and refuses to see anything less. Let me ask you a question. When you look at somebody that you might not like, do you see the spiritual perfection in that person? No. This is where we get to put on, I'm just being honest, most people are going, no, I don't see the spiritual perfection. So we have to see beyond what we see. Here's what I love about Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes is so dope. I love me some Ernie. I love me some Ernie. And he really said this. He refuses to see anything else in anybody else other than the divine perfection. One of his best friends is someone who actually designed the very first Founders Church, and that was Paul Revere Williams. Look him up, y'all. We've actually did a video on him, and he came into the community the first time he was coming to the church, and someone called him the N-word and said, "You're not welcome here." And Ernest Holmes went, "Not what? Not in my house." He stood up for this man who was so talented. Paul Williams has created so many different things that you probably didn't even know. He created LAX. He helped to design LAX. He designed so many different buildings. Oh my goodness. But Ernest Holmes saw beyond the skin color and saw the love. Now, he didn't deny that his brother was of African descent. And he told us, don't deny that, but it shouldn't matter. One of my teachers, Howard Thurman, says this, because we're asking you to find the fire within you to go change this planet. And Howard Thurman says this, don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go and do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel alive when you think about a world that works for everyone? Are you willing to go out and stand up for a world that works for everyone? Then if you are, that's what we are called to do, because the other way feels like we are dying a slow death. And I am ready to come alive and work for a world that works for everyone. If you don't know who this poet, this divine, incredible diva, her name was Audre Lorde. You got to look her up. Poet. She was a black lesbian and activist. She was a warrior. She stood up for sacred activism. She wrote this. I love this. I am not free while any woman is unfree, even when her shackles are very different from my own. Check that out. She's like, we're all in chains. You might have a different color shackle that I have on, but until those chains are broken, breaking every chain, that's what we're here to do. Will we all be free? If one person is in chains, we're all in chains. So I want to talk to you about the 5D, and we're going to meditate on this. And I created the 5Ds, and you can read a little bit more about this. You've been hearing about this book that's coming out. It's really coming out. It's really coming out very, very soon. We're just putting the final touches on this and all the things we got to do. But I write about the 5Ds, and the 5Ds came from a place I wanted to be aware of what were the different things I was doing to transform my life. Because I was going through this really deep movement. I was right in the point of giving up ministerial school. And I was like, I don't want to go through the hassle of getting through school. But I realized, okay, what's going to keep me going through ministerial school was my 5Ds or something. And I prayed and asked God, show me, what am I doing and what's going to get me through this? And the 5Ds came through prayer meditation. The 5Ds was a way that I could really develop a way of continuing forward to transform not only my life, but the life of many clients. So here are the 5Ds. Drive. Drive is the core energy that is moving you to transform. So in your own personal life, what is the intention? What is the passion? What is the purpose of your transformation? See, here's the story, y'all. We all want to make a change because when the shift is hitting the fan, there's a change that's seeking to emerge. We all want to shift into a better life. If you want to stay right where you are in your misery, go ahead, have at it. You're welcome to it. But I know for me, I want to create a life that's better for me. I don't want to stay in, I always say this, what happens when a baby is in a dirty diaper? What does the baby do? We're all in the middle of our dirty diapers right now. Isn't it time to change the dirty diapers? America is in a dirty diaper right now. Isn't it time to change the dirty diaper? Let the shift go. I said shift. Let it go. But the drive is what's driving you. It's your intention. It's your why. It's your purpose. It's your passion. If you don't have passion in your life, you're dead spiritually. We got to get a passion. And so when we look at this world that works for everyone, we get to look at what's driving that? What would a world that feels like that works for everyone? Here's the truth, because our teaching teaches this. There's only one of us in the circle. There's only one of us in the world. There's only one of us. So when I shift in the collective, the rest of the collective shifts within us. So there's only one of us. So everything I do affects the collective. So that's a drive right there. I am not my brother's keeper. I am my brother. I am not my sister's keeper. I am my sister. And once I get that in my head, that's driving me to create a world that not just works for me, that works for everyone. Here's the reason why we're having so much chaos in this world. I truly believe this, because we have a group of people who want to get theirs and telling everyone else, you don't have any, sorry. I'm going to get mine. I'm going to go out and build a golf course for billionaires, but you can't have any of that, and that ain't going to happen. I'm digressing. But what is your passion? Why do you want a world that works for everyone? Number 2, your dedication. This movement, it requires people to be dedicated. Dedicated to what? Dedicated to love. We must be dedicated to love. We must be dedicated for love. We must be warriors of love. And when we say dedication, we say committed. See, what are you committed to? Are you committed to, and listen, I believe that money is a demonstration of exchange of energy. It is a promissory note for exchange of energy. But if money is your only reason for doing something, it's not sustainable. What are you dedicated to? Getting your pocket filled or making sure everyone has part of the lovely energy of God? I know I want to be dedicated for everyone to have that experience of being completely held and supported and prosperous. When we talk about dedication, we have to talk about we're aligning to a daily practice. And what is our daily practice, y'all? The daily practice is prayer, meditation, gracious giving, service. It is the time that we show up. We are dedicated to creating a community. So when we open up the store next week, the place is filled. There's a place for people to come and find love. We're dedicated to each other, to loving each other. We're dedicated to listening to sacred music and listening to our brother and sharing that love. That is what we're dedicating ourselves to. That's a higher call than dedicating to making the next buck. And let me tell you, you can clap for that, because let me tell you, the buck comes and the buck goes. The buck will come and the buck will go. But when we are dedicated to something greater than that, then our life becomes fulfilled. We find our purpose. The next D is determination. I love this one. Determination is, I call it the stick-with-itism. The stick-with-itism, that we are not going to give up until we see it working for everyone. This is the bodhisattva energy. If you don't know what a bodhisattva is, it's a Hindu god that decided to come to the planet to save everyone, and decided that this energy or this god or this presence, this bodhisattva, would not leave until everyone's saved. Determination requires a bodhisattva heart space. Kuan Yin was a bodhisattva. The energy of Kuan Yin is making sure that everybody is being healed. Everyone's coming to the table. Everyone is invited. Inclusivity. That's what the determination that we're staying with. I have this energy of resilience. This is a great note. Can you imagine how determined after 200 and some odd years of slavery, of being enslaved, was the determination of our black brothers and sisters? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the determination of the suffrage movement, of women who could not vote? And the women said, no, we're going to march. We're going to not eat. We're going to stand for our sisters. And the funny thing about the women's history is they wouldn't let the black women come in to work with the white women until it was Harriet Tubman that shifted that whole entire movement. Can you imagine the determination? Y'all can vote now. Well, I'm hoping y'all can still vote. Just saying. But understanding how important that was to stick with it. The next D is discipline. And that word's a little kind of shaky for some people when you say discipline. So I'm going to give you a B word with this D word. How about discipline to blisscipline? The discipline is showing up in a community. The discipline is showing up to the uprising. The discipline is praying every single day. Are you doing your prayer for the planet? Are you doing your prayer for the people? That's the discipline. And once you fall in love with the work you're being called to do, you find the bliss. And then you can now call it blisscipline. Because you are so excited with the world that you are creating. Discipline. The last D is direction. And I love this. It reminds me that no matter where I'm going or no matter where the world's going, I got to keep my mind on the prize. It's very easy to forget, Jamie. It's very easy to forget, Corey. It's very easy to forget that. I believe that was part of the issue why we're kind of in the place that we're in right now, because we got lazy. We got comfortable. We fell asleep. And now we got to think about, what does the world look like that works for everyone? We got to keep our minds on the direction. You know that old saying that says, where your energy goes or energy grows, it flows. Wherever it flows, it grows. What you put your mind on. See, a lot of us are stuck in CNN, constantly negative news. And our mind, and when we see that and we give the power to that thing that we don't like, guess what happens? It grows. We got to keep our mind on a world that works for everyone: inclusivity, love, peace, oneness. That's what we're called to keep our mind on. That's the direction that we're going to. Would you just take a moment, just breathe. I want you to remember that I believe that change is possible. Do you? Do you believe that we can really create a world that works for everyone? If you truly believe it, that's where our consciousness, because everything that we're talking about comes from consciousness. Science of Mind 101. Consciousness creates form. Demonstration always follows consciousness. And where we are right now, we're being called to shift our consciousness. Hold on, family. Hold on. Keep it close to you. Do your spiritual work. A change is coming. A change is coming. A change is coming. Let's meditate. Let's take a nice deep breath in, and we get to believe, we get to remember, we get to know a change is coming. So I invite you, whether you're at home or you're in this space, in this time of meditation, we get to drop into the space. Plant your feet on the floor. And I want you to bring your hands open and bring your right hand underneath the left, and you're going to bring the thumb together. This is a sacred Zen meditation mudra. Mudra means symbol with the arms and with the hands. This is a symbol of unity. And look down at your palms. I want you to see the whole world in your hands. He's got the whole, she's got the whole, we got the whole world in our hands. So I want you to just close your eyes just for a moment here. And we are so dedicated and determined with drive. We are in that space of the discipline of meditation. Tonight we get to focus on the direction that we are moving towards. And even if we cannot see it, we must believe it is happening. Take a breath. Deep exhale. And as we listen to the beautiful music that our brother Jami is giving us, the underground tone of this meditation, I invite you to feel the energy that music brings. When we sing, when we hear music, it's praying twice. And so tonight we get to meditate. We get to tap into our consciousnesses as our sister Deborah Johnson, the good Reverend Dr. Deborah Johnson said in her reading. We are here to shift our perspective and our paradigm. So we get to cultivate a question to shift our perspective. Do we truly believe that everything is working for our highest good? Do we truly believe that love is seeking to emerge through every hardship, chaotic moment? There is love seeking to emerge. Do we truly believe in this shift that is happening right now for a world that works for all beings? Just simply take a breath. So what does that look like? Are you willing to envision this world that knows no limits? A world that is experiencing equality economically, socially, jobs for all. Do we see a possible way of living? So what is our drive? What is our passion? What is our calling, our purpose? Once we had caught this vision, we keep this direction and our foresight. We keep this vision right where we can see it with our divine eyes. Take a breath. And we ask ourselves, what practice am I being called to drop into the discipline or blisscipline? What practice is calling forth as a deepening in our awakening? Meditation, prayer, service, gracious giving, sacred study, fellowship, community. Where can I incorporate more discipline in my practice? Again, take a breath. A deep exhale. Let's take our hands and just rub our hands together in the praying hands. And bring this sacred mudra of prayer to our heart center, right at the sternum. Relax our shoulders. From this deep space of prayer, we are grateful for the awakening. The awakening that something good is happening here and now. And we might not see it with the external eyes, but our internal eyes see it. And our soul believes it, knows it. It is it. So from this space of goodness, we simply say yes. We say yes. We say yes to a world that works for all beings. From the space of the yes, I invite us to seal this deal with a sacred Om tonight. Take a breath. Release your breath first. Now let's inhale for an Om. Inhale. And so it is. And so we shall be. Ashe. Aho. Namaste. Slowly open up your eyes. Look around the room and see the beautiful, unique way that Spirit has showed up tonight. You know, this will never happen like this again. This iteration of God, it's a one-time thing. But it gets to repeat itself in new ways over and over and over again. Like next week. Thank you so much. Did you learn something?
Can I give a quote by Robin Williams?
Sure.
He said, this is before he died, he said, the worst thing in life is I used to think that the worst thing in life was to be all alone.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't believe that anymore. I now believe it's being surrounded by other people who make you feel that you're all alone.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you for loving me,
Mm-hmm.
and thank you for being my family.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. So this is a time that we get to tap into our giving. This is a time that I believe in three things: your time, your talents, and your treasures, to create a community that works for everyone in this beautiful, unapologetic community known as North Hollywood Oneness Center. Oneness Center for spiritual living. And right now we're going to ask for your money. We're going to ask for money. And we give with a gracious heart. And I believe that it's so important right now. As you see, numbers are down in the physical. That's what happens in summer, because the weather gets really good and people go away or whatever. But guess what? Our board president's here, and she will tell you, we still have the same amount of bills that we got to pay. So we're asking you at home, please don't miss your blessing and continue to keep your tithing and your giving on a regular basis, because we require your help. So right behind me, there is a QR code, and there is a text to give number, and there's also our website, nhcrs.org/give. This QR code, if you are, I'm going to say digitally savvy, because some of y'all aren't, and that's okay, no shame. Some of y'all like the digits, you don't. So if you want to send in a check, we take check. You can send it in snail mail. You can drop off cash. However you want to give to the space, we accept and we thank you. Another way to consider, we do something called the Prosperous Heart Partners, and that's those who give out of there. I'm a Prosperous Heart Partner, so it comes out of my check twice a month on a regular basis. So I ain't got to remember, did I pay my tithe? Oh, yeah, I did. It's the first day I get paid every time it comes to this church here. Well, not all of it, but some of it comes here. So anyway, so many ways you can give, and we appreciate and we thank you for all the ways you support our community. Bob, you're here. Casey, you're here. Do you have baskets? Come on up. Let's just give thanks for all the wonderful things that are coming through right now. I just ask us to just close our eyes and bring your giving to your hearts. And knowing right here, right now, we give thanks for all the wonderful donations that are coming through the door, the donations that has created this flow of energy to create classes, to pay bills, to pay our ministers, to pay our music directors, to pay our mortgage, to pay all the things that are here to sustain us, and especially our media team, because that costs as well. And we're so grateful that we have all needs are met here. And as we grow, we know our contributions will grow to create a space that works for everyone. I give thanks. I simply allow it to be. And so it is. All right, let's pass the basket.
Let's all
Jami.
come together.
Yes.
And sing this song. When we are united and standing strong.
Come on.
There is nowhere than the heart we share with one another, no others there. We are one people, breathing one air, one human family that we all share. We are one spirit, come from one mind, one heart beating, one life. Brothers and sisters in every our differences, see what we can learn from one another. With love we affirm. We are one people, breathing one air, one human family that we all share. We are one spirit, come from one mind, one heart beating one life. One heart beating one life. One heart beating one life.
Y'all give Jamie some love. That's my brother in shine right here, right now. We have some announcements. I might jump in on a few, but you go forward. We got some announcements.
Jump on in anytime.
Jump on it.
Thank you. Here are announcements for this evening. You can easily make one-time or recurring donations to our church center through our text to give number, our QR code, or through our website, nhcrs.org/give. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., our junior church is open. Babies, kids, teens are all welcome. Sign in for children starts at 10 a.m., and you pick them up afterwards, please. Join Reverend...
Yes.
Join Reverend Skip next Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Vibrational Healing, a Sacred Sound Bath Experience.
Yeah. So let me jump in on that. That is, we're doing birthdays, so there's going to be mini cakes, as I understand. It's the day after my birthday, 2 days after Mara's birthday. It's a sound bowl healing, so please come out. And I want to say, if you're at home and you're saying you're getting very comfortable hanging out with Pastor Pillow and Sister Sheets, come out to get the healing, because it's a vibrational energy. And that's next week. You do not want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
We won't miss it. Sacred Movement in the Sanctuary, Thursdays at 1 p.m. Please join us.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in on that one too. I'm giving my body a little bit of a break. I am taking some time off from movement. This is a recommendation of my doctor, because every time I teach any type of movement, there's some energy that goes on there. As I'm preparing to go through surgery, August 17th, I'm taking some time off throughout this summer, but we are in great hands. Alternating, and people at home, be here for this. Alternating is my brother Stephen Gray and my sister Doreen in the back, Doreen Remo. So we have this freedom movement thing, which I still haven't experienced yet, but I need to experience. And Doreen teaches Pilates, which I need to have more Pilates in my life. But come, and we're going to alternate. They're going to alternate, and I'll be back probably in October, yes? So you promise to still come, all y'all who do sacred movement. Be here, because this absolutely supports our community as well.
Absolutely. Tickets are still available for the Gourmets for God events, for some of the events. Sign up at the Gourmets for God table on Sunday, then pick up your tickets and pay for your tickets in the bookstore. Grief Support Group meets Sunday at 12:15 p.m. in Ernest Holmes' room. Our Loving Outreach Ministry is sharing food with the unhoused Sunday at Alexandra Park at 12:15 p.m. Volunteers and donations are always very much appreciated.
I'll be there for that. And Lynn in the back, she does great service, and there's a bunch of us that come out to that. If you want to be blessed, you got to come out and serve the unhoused. It's an amazing experience. So I'll be there on Sunday with y'all.
Lovely. Let There Be Peace meditation every Monday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. in the Mary Bullard Chapel. You can still sign up for Abundance Workshop on Zoom with Dr. Sidney Steen. This amazing class meets one more Monday from 6:30 p.m. through 8 p.m. Join us on Sunday, July 5th for a barbecue and potluck on the patio after the service. Bring a side dish, bring a salad or dessert if you wish, and we'll provide the rest. Zoom meditation meets Monday through Saturday from 7:55 to 8:15 a.m. Visit our website, nhcrs.org.
I know the ones you go to.
For info and to sign up for weekly e-blasts and monthly newsletters. Please follow us on social media and post what you love about our services.
Yes.
There is prayer with a practitioner is available after the service in the sanctuary and on Zoom. Zoom attendees, join our virtual patio after the service for spiritual and social connection. Thank you.
Thank you. The other thing I'm going to add, thank you, Gail, so much. The other thing I want to add is that we talked about our LGBTQA plus, ministry. We call it the Love Plus Ministry, being led by Reverend Christine. If you're interested in joining, and I want to say this, the A in my book and when I was growing up means allies. So if you want to be an ally, we're welcoming grandmas, mothers, people who want to support this movement of inclusivity. I want you to sign up. There's a sign-up list that's in the back when you're going to foyer. Sign up that you're interested so we know how many people we can expect. We don't know when the meetings are going to be yet, but they're coming. We want you to join. Yes? Let's stand up, grab someone's hand, and let's sing Blessed Always.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed always, blessed always. For the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
So how grateful I am that we can let our joy be so triumphant that we can rest in God. And as we say amen, we say, and so it be, and so be it. And as we lift up this vibration of inclusivity, and love is love is love, period, and love wins, we know we are the representation of that belief. So as we move from here, we move in safety and in gratitude, because we know that we have been shifted from the inside out, and now it's time to live our shift. And so it is. Amen. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you at home. Hopefully we'll see you next week for the sound healing. Thank you. Oh, thank you.